for joining. Well, in today's video, we're entering new territory. I'm trying a styling video where either I have found a vibe that works for me or I look like I'm wearing an old curtain. I don't know. Either way, it's in my budget and I'm having fun. So here we go. And today's video was inspired by Styled by Gwenny, and of course I will have her channel linked below. She was the first to, one, get me interested in Alexander McQueen, and two, get me interested in items of clothing that were designed to, like, you know, keep you warm, but that weren't like traditional coats or traditional outerwear that I had. And I saw one of her vlogs last year where she was like cruising through her like shopping village near her, and she was wearing a McQueen like wrap shawl thing, and she just looked so stylish. And I remember thinking, I wonder if I could try that for myself. Well, this came up on the RealReal and I decided to give it a try because it was in a very good price point for my budget and I was feeling brave, let's say. Okay, now wait a minute, let's pause here because the Alexander McQueen house is known for having these stylistic icons on their pieces, you know, like these bold skulls and such. And that might not be something that is you might associate with my style if you've watched my channel before. Okay, granted, I'll give you that. But I like things that are like, it's there, but not there, or is it there? Like, you know, let's lean in and look closer. So I was really interested when I saw this piece. It is a very large shawl, and I'm gonna have to do a cutaway here because it's hard to see here in just the plain light. It just looks like burgundy material. So it's here, but you can't actually see it at first. But when the light hits it, you can see that print come out of it. And I love that. I think it's like whimsical and fun and just, you know, something to really give a little bit of an edge to it, but without being like really, really bold in your face. So yesterday I snipped the tags off this piece and decided to wear it out because it's a fall day. I think this is a beautiful fall color. There was a crispness in the air, and I decided to take a walk when I was done with my teaching gig. Now, of course, I have no experience in, like, you know, trying to figure out how to style such a large piece of fabric. I mean, this thing is huge. So here is the width of it. I can't even get it into frame. And here is the length of it times 2. So, like, you know, when you unfold it, it's absolutely huge. I have no like experience with how to try to create a cool, you know, draped look. I didn't know, like, you know, should I try to create equal distance on both sides, or should I try to put one side shorter and, you know, drape it over the other? I didn't know what I was doing. So it was just going on, you know, pure experimentation. Didn't know and still don't know what I'm doing here. All I knew is that I tried to get the material, you know, like on my back to keep my back warm, and then kept one side a little bit shorter and then one side a little bit longer so that I could get the extra material over like that. And then it just kind of self-draped like this. So yesterday I snipped the tags off of this and wore it for the first time. At the end of my rehearsal, I decided to leave the rehearsal and actually take a walk outside my building. There's a beautiful park. So usually when I'm done with my rehearsal, I hurry home or hurry to do some errands on the way home. And I decided to actually take a little stroll in the park before I went on with all the things that I needed to do for the day. And I'm so glad I did that because it was a beautiful day, beautiful fall weather. And I paired this beautiful McQueen piece here with my Louis Vuitton Belem PM bag. Not only did I think it made for a really lovely fall look, but also I'm preparing to do a review on this bag. And of course I want to wear it as many times as possible before I do the review. So stay tuned for a review coming soon. But anyway, I snapped that shot as I was, like, you know, all ready to go downstairs. I have a chat with my colleague. He was like, wow, that is so elegant. It is so beautiful. It's so comfy and cozy, but elegant. It's just so classy. He was giving me all these compliments. I thought to myself, hang on, let me get my phone out because I knew I was getting ready to do this video. But of course I didn't do that. But in my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, he is giving me all the confirmation of all the things that I had hoped to accomplish with trying this out. I was so pleased. I was so pleased. I was like, oh, really? Thanks. Like, you know, it's just like wearing a blanket. But I was like, you know, no, really? Oh, but tell me more. So I enjoyed my walk. I enjoyed the weather. I enjoyed the fall colors. It was just a lovely afternoon.
I went first just to see what it was like.
So a few of my final thoughts and takeaways here as I end the video. I have tried experimenting with a larger scarf once before. A while back I wore this scarf. It's just basically just a really large oversized scarf. I wore it in my Dior on a budget video last January. I just threw it over my shoulders. It helped keep me warm here in the office while I was filming because it was a cold January day because we were celebrating his birthday. If I remember correctly, his birthday was in January. I had got it at Target. I don't mean to insult their products. I got it at Target and it's made out of polyester. The thing I remember is that it felt a little bit bulky. It was okay. I love the colors most of all. The difference here is that this wool is thin. And the warmth comes from the thinness. I'm so surprised by that. So, you know, this is my first time having a real wool piece like this. So feeling the difference of the quality of the texture and feeling how the thinness of wool can give so much warmth. I'm really surprised by that. And I like it. So yeah, that's really something interesting for me to learn from this. And the other thing is that, you know, like, I don't know, you know, what I'm doing here in terms of like trying to style this or, you know, balance this or anything like that. But the thing is that when it's within my budget, I feel like I have the freedom to play. If I had spent more money on it, perhaps I might feel like, oh, am I getting it right? But when I feel freedom with it, then I feel like I have more of that opportunity to just play and have fun. So I think that's one of the joys of thrifting for me, is that it just helps me relax into it and just try things out. So that's another takeaway that I wanted to share with you. Well, thanks so much for watching today. So I hope you're well, you take care, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.